Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town. The sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a Spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 291.
Sexiest podcast still running on the network.
Right. Yeah. Again, on our slip and slide to 300 as,
I know.
You know, it begins.
Right?
Yep. Oh, man. You know.
Speaking of episode 300, Brian.
Yeah.
We want to call upon our lovely, lovely listeners, the enthusiasts out there.
Right.
The sexiest listeners on the network.
Correct. You were correct.
To maybe send us some goodness that we can play during episode 300. Maybe, like, I don't know, best moments that they enjoyed, or just nonsense, or
just tell us how handsome we are. Yeah.
How handsome we are. Maybe nudity. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so if you want to send it through email, you can send it at saltylanguage@gmail.com. I'm stumbling all over.
Stumbling and bumbling and whatnot.
Yeah, good way to start.
If you want to leave us a voicemail, you can call us at 415-857-2589, which is, for some reason, something I completely forgot to plug all these past episodes.
I believe that's 457 salty.
85
or 85.
415.
I'm sorry.
85 salty.
Sorry, I got that wrong.
You Salty bastard.
It's
you.
been a while since we used it, so
It has been.
I'm out
It
of
has
practice.
been. But I have the number scratched down here on a little post-it on my desk, so it's here forever. So I'll be plugging the shit out of it, son.
Till the stickiness doesn't work on the note anymore and it flies away or something.
Exactly.
I don't know. I got nothing.
By then, I'll be long dead.
So what, like a week?
Yeah, probably.
Wow. Oh, man. That's, yeah, all right. So, well, since we're kind of just throwing business out there to start the show, which is
Right.
not normally how we start. We're mixing
No,
things
this is
up.
true.
Well, real quick, I'm Brian.
I'm Tony.
Yeah, we're trying to get better about this.
I think we'd have it down by now.
No, I wouldn't at all. This, this episode will go up on, Sunday night into Monday, which is the 27th of February. On the 28th at 11 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be co-hosting BT 140 with my pal Del, former enthusiast guest.
Super dramatic.
Yes, very. And, if anyone wants to watch live, you can jump on bt140.com and have a look at the show and, listen in live while we're doing it. Or, Dell usually has it up the next day for download.
And from what I understand, the watching it live, everyone else watching it live, the chat room's a good, clean fun, huh?
I don't know about clean, but it's good fun, yeah.
All right, fair enough. Well, I mean, clean, like what our listeners are used to listening to.
Yes.
That sort of clean.
It's actually the only downside to being like the co-host or guest on his show is that you can't watch the chat room because you'll be paying attention to that and not attention to the show. So,
right.
That'll be the only shame is I won't get to, partake in that, but that's all right,
Well, you get to put yourself up on a pedestal in front of everybody.
That's true. That's true.
Wave your dick at them or something.
Well,
comedic dick.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, Del asked me not to do that after last time, so.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Well, plus, I'm not the guest. I don't want to take anyone's thunder away,
Right.
Maybe I do. No.
Comedic dick thunder.
Yeah. Damn it. I can't name the show that, Tony. Dick Thunder would be. The show should just be called Richard Thunder.
He needs to be a sportsman.
He does.
And after the weather, we have Richard Thunder with sports.
Nice.
Let me tell you, the Raging Crimson's rolling. I know what a Raging Crimson is. Sounds like a period.
It sounds awful.
An ugly period.
Right, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about periods later.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's interesting.
But we'll get to that.
Spoilers, maybe. Teaser, yes.
Yes.
Richard Thunder. I just, for some reason, Dick Thunder really makes me laugh.
I know. I'm just picturing like his baseball card. I don't know why, but I'm just picturing him with, like a bat, just this great smirk on his face, like, like, what my name is, because it'll say Richard, of course, because they don't want to put Dick Thunder on there.
Of course.
The ballpark guy refuses to announce him as Dick Thunder.
I got to see if there's a Richard Thunder out there.
Oh my God. I hope so.
I hope so too.
Oh man. It's just like,
there's a Richard Thunder.
Oh man.
He's a doctor, of course.
Oh. That's the wrong profession, man. You're Richard Thunder.
Thunder.
Wait, what kind of doctor does it say?
Orthopedic surgeon.
Oh, that's kind of funny. You're getting oral surgery from Dick Thunder.
No, orthopedic. Not
or
oral.
orthopedic. Sorry. I got confused.
I'll straighten that spine out. Get over here.
What you need's a massage. Flop.
So if you're in La Jolla, California, look him up.
Oh, yeah.
Free plug for Dr.
For
Richard Thunder.
Oh my God. See, there's sometimes in life when your name is Richard and people would call you Dick that, it just doesn't, it sucks that your last name is something like the race car driver named Dick Trickle,
Right.
Like, that's not a name I want someone, like, I would prefer to be called Rich or Richard at that point.
Like, yeah, you can get some antibiotics, clear that up, buddy.
Right. But Thunder is the last name? Oh, no, I want you to call me Dick Thunder.
Oh, for sure.
Forget
Dick Thunder.
Richard. Yeah. There's no
Yeah.
Rick, there's no Richard. It's just straight Dick.
Straight Dick Thunder.
Yeah. Let me call my buddy Dick Thunder and see if he wants to join us. Be like, I don't
Like,
think this is that
what?
kind of
What?
party.
Yeah, I was like, what? What
Yeah.
happened?
Because it sounds like a stripper name. You know?
Oh my God, does it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a pic. He doesn't look like a stripper.
Well, that's why he's an orthopedic specialist.
Although he does have one of those, he does have one of those like chins look like he got shot with a BB when he was about like 6 months old and it just stayed indented.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. What that is. His parents must have been like when he came out of the womb, there was like, holy shit, look at that.
Yeah.
With our last name, he must be Richard.
Yeah. Right?
Or they're overcompensating.
Or that, yeah.
Could be either way.
I'm jealous of people who have cool names like that, without having to switch their name, for showbiz or something,
Right. I agree, because that is a terrific name.
Mm-hmm.
You could have, easily gone into anything with that name.
Right? Yeah. It reminds you of the Simpsons episode where Homer is Max Powers,
Yep.
and he
Max Power.
he goes around, with all the swagger because of his name, and you're swinging through life as Dick Thunder.
I mean, even just not even if you don't use his first name, when paging Dr. Thunder, paging Dr. Thunder. It's like, Dr. Thunder? Is that a wrestler?
It's so stripper name.
He shows up like Thor.
Yeah, Dr. Thunder.
It is a stripper name.
Yeah.
Ladies, get your dollars ready, because coming out next is Dr. Thunder.
He provides the thunder. You make it rain.
Yes. And then you hear, AC/DC.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Oh my God.
So good.
This guy missed his chance, man. Hopefully he's got a kid that, takes that name and runs with it.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope he had kids, because it'd be a shame for the Thunder name to die with an orthopedic
God.
specialist.
Indeed.
It's like...
He probably gave his kid a lame name, though.
Yeah, it's probably like Brace.
Like Elliot.
Yeah. Elliot. Yeah, Elliot Thunder. Nah. No. People are just going to be like, okay, what's your real last name?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if he was smart, he would name his kid Lightning.
Lightning Thunder.
Give him the middle name just N, Lightning and Thunder.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Think his wife ever says that, she's going to eat thunder and crap lightning?
Maybe he tells her to. You're going to eat this thunder.
Oh, I bet his O-face, and right as he's about to, climax, he's just, yells out, thunderstruck or whatever, like he said.
Oh my God, his eyes roll back. It looks like Raiden.
Yes. Oh my. Is he wearing the hat too?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. Takes him back to his days in Nam.
Right, or his Thor helmet, whichever, depending on what they're role playing that night. Oh my God.
But you also know he caught so much shit as a kid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, like I said though, it balances because, most of the time somebody with the first name of, Richard or Dick or whatever, they've got just a normal name or whatever, and kids just focus on the first part of his name. But his last name's so cool.
That's true.
That it kind of balances it out a little bit because, like if his name's Dick Simpson, people are like, Dick,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on, Dick Thunder. I mean, it's like, go ahead, make fun of my name. It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, yell it out to everybody because it's amazing.
Yeah, yell it out to everyone like your mom does. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. In fact, she heard thunder yesterday.
Yeah. He has his own like grinder/Tinder type app that's called Thunder Tracker that tells you how close Dick Thunder is to you.
This is true. Like, is that a new weather app? Well, no. Just this guy.
The ladies love. Oh man. Ooh.
That is something.
Ooh.
And that ladies and gentlemen, is the magic of salty language.
Right. How the hell did we get to Dick Thunder? We were doing business stuff.
I have no idea. Oh, because I said you were going to go on BT 140 and
right.
Wave your comedic Dick Thunder or whatever.
You're right, it was something like that. All right, fair enough. Ooh. So yeah, anyway, to reiterate, Tuesday at 11 o'clock Eastern, go to bt140.com. On the right-hand side of the page, there's a button that says, I think it's like live audio or something like live. If not, hit me up before then, and, I can help you out to log in or whatever.
Oh, we could put the link in the show links, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only they only have a day to listen and pay attention to the show links, but...
Yeah. Well, and like I said, we'll share the episode once it's done, too, so you can, if you just want to hear the sensual tones of me and Dell and Meigs, then you can do that. So, but if you want to see us, then you got to tune in Tuesday night.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
And participate live.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You
it's good
goddamn
fun.
Animals.
That's true. Speaking of Dell, I'm going to move, not Adele, but I was waiting for you to go into your singing again.
Oh, not this time.
All right, good. Nikes, I don't have the link in front of me. But Dell is going to be, from BT140, is going to be doing a fundraiser for the March of Dimes. And he does this every year, and he's set his goal pretty high this year for him, but each year he kind of seems to do a little better. So we're there's a bunch of people, much like I talked about with the Trevor Project thing, where you can go to the site and you can get you can donate some money and then offer, or you get stuff in return. Like for us, again, we're doing tweet reads. By the way, Tony, I'm telling you now.
Fine by me.
Yeah, so we're throwing tweet reads in there. I think Dell and James from Obscure Gentleman, I think that they've got where you can get avatars drawn by James's brother, which have all been awesome. You can get like T-shirts. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, or if you just want to help Dell's babies out, like I said, unfortunately, I don't have the site in front of me. I forgot to get the link. But I'll have it in the show notes, or I'll tweet it out a few times. And we'll mention it again, because I think he's doing it through the whole month of March. Or you can find Dell if you want to get the link from him at I am Del Freaky on Twitter. So, yeah. I just wanted to mention that.
Can I throw out a charity idea?
Yes.
You do it for the March of Dimes, right?
Yes.
And you solicit, maybe not solicit's maybe the wrong word. You gather just a bunch of attractive smoke show women and call it the March of Dime Pieces and just march and have a parade of just hot ladies and raise money.
I like this idea. Oh, actually, here we go. All right, I have the link. But I like your idea, Tony. We'll have Dick Thunder host it.
Definitely.
What do we call his background? Oh, geez, I just talked all over Macho.
I don't care. That's fine. What do we call what now?
His dancers.
His dancers? The thunderclaps. Because they get that booty clap.
All right. I like it. Although, right? I don't know how many women want to be associated with the word clap, but, that's all right.
Oh, that's true. But I'm just picturing, you got them got booty shorts.
Yeah, that's fine.
And one cheek says thunder, the other one says clap, and then they,
Yes.
They start doing their twerk thing.
I like it.
Because that's what Richard Thunder's all about, is twerking.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot. Actually, I volunteered to do tweet reads in this thing, too. So, if you...
Son of a bitch.
I will, video myself doing a tweet read and post it on my Twitter if, for $15. If you want to have us do them on the show, it's $30 for around 3. We'll do, 4 or whatever, but that's more at our discretion usually. and like I said, there's a whole bunch of others on here. The website's really long, but again, I'll have it in the show notes if you just want a clickable link, or we'll have it on the website, whatever. But it's iamdelphilanthropy.wixsite.com/March for Babies.
Nice.
So, like I said, it's a long link, but it's all right. And Dell's
Long
shooting
link,
for
good cause.
Yeah, Dell's shooting for trying to raise $5,000. I think that's 5. My eyes stink, but it's either 5 or 6. But so yeah, another good cause, and we're just doing what we can do to be part of it. So
Exactly, isn't it great? Lovely listeners out there that shit and dick jokes and Richard Thunder can all be organized to help the needy.
Yes.
That's what we do here at Salty Language, Ryan.
Yep.
In fact, I might have to change it to the most charitable podcast on the internet. Probably not.
No, we certainly aren't. Not yet. Maybe someday. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
So, well, do you want to go into the tweet reads that we owe Stabitha Christie here, or do you want to do other stuff first?
We're already doing. Might as well.
It's kind of business, so that's why I was
kind of business.
We
did early business this time.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's do more of that. I got to find the email again. I left.
Then I will lead because I got it right here in front of my stupid face.
Fair enough.
It's from Stabitha Christie at Love and Lunch Meat on the Twitters.
Yep.
Says PMS is just an excuse women use to. I'm sorry. PMS is just an excuse women use to eat all the good snacks and occasionally when committing murder. Yeah. The yeah's not in there. I added that.
Yeah.
Ad-libbed the yeah.
You'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to read another one, or you want me to read one?
We can bounce back and forth.
All right. Liven up a long road trip by talking about tampons for 17 hours.
I think I saw it on TripAdvisor.
Yeah. It is. It's highly recommended.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right?
Also, I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't need to take a quiz to find out which Walking Dead character I'll be. I'll be whichever character is hoarding the most tampons.
That's just smart. Because, mean, that seems like something that's going to have a pretty high price tag.
You can stuff them in bullet holes and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right. Yeah.
So that's what I call vaginas, bullet holes.
Oh, boy. Oh! Can't even get through one read, can you?
No, I can't.
And this last one she sent in, because this time she chose the tweets that we would read, whereas before we chose them. So, which, either way, we don't really care.
Yeah, we're good.
And this is also to prove that basically we don't care what we read. as long as it's not, hate speech kind of stuff, obviously.
Right.
Or
exactly.
Or political. We're really not down for that stuff. So,
anyways, if it's hate speech directed towards like me, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
or Brian.
Whatever. Yeah, totally okay. Right. The last one here is, whenever I really want to spice up the sexting, I describe my vagina as medically unremarkable. Which I can't remember for sure or not, but I think she tells the story of that tweet on the episode of BT 140, which, she had an amazing co-host.
Wait, was that Brian Stewart?
It certainly was.
From
It was
Salty Language?
Yep.
Also from The Crazy Life?
Yep. So, yeah. I don't know what episode it was, but, you can search Dell's website and find it if you want to listen to it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So there you go, Christy. Thank you for donating, and we hope you enjoyed our sensual reads of your tweets.
Oh yeah, I really need sensual tweet read music. I keep forgetting that.
You're right. If we're gonna keep doing this, we got to get professional about it.
I mean, the closest thing I really have is like the Pulp Fiction rape music, but that's not that sensual.
No. Not when you say it like that. It certainly isn't.
That's how it's labeled on my soundboard.
Oh my! Wow, that's something.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Fair enough. Why isn't this
Fair
coming
enough.
up? There it is. Jesus. So, yeah, like I said, if you want to have us read, your period tweets and sensual voices, please, donate to, to Dell's Babies.
Dell's Babies.
That's just, yeah. It just sounds weird, though, but that's all right.
That's not weird. Sorry, it's fine, though. It's fine.
It's fine, yeah. So
sure, it could be a creepy animated series.
Dell's Babies?
Dell's Babies.
Dell's Babies.
Sure, it could be a secret agent group of sexy ladies.
That's true, it could. That's less likely,
Right?
though.
Very less likely.
Yeah, I just don't see that happening. But yeah,
Sure, it could be something Chris Hansen's interested in.
that's very accurate.
More seductive than sex.
Also true. Thank you, Macho Man. Once again, jumping in at just the right time.
Indeed.
Oh, man. So, I'm trying to think. I believe that's all the business I have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all the business I have. So now we can get into the other stuff.
The normal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the quote that I brought up a long time ago that I still have on my desk from Jimmy Page that were tight but loose.
Right?
Because that is so not the normal format of our show.
No, it's not. But, it's funny because, I like to get the business kind of out of the way early, and it's just...
Oh, for sure.
This
'Cause
week
sometimes
we
we get to the end of the show and I'm like, crap, we got business.
Yeah, and it's just, we had so much this time. That's just,
Yeah.
and then we got sidetracked by Dick Thunder, and, as is tradition.
Oh, well. So is all of La Jolla, California.
Yeah. I think it's La Jolla.
Oh, I make house calls. I wish I had a thunder roll thing. God damn it.
I make house calls. You call up, you just hear the thunder roll thing, and like from the beginning of the Garth Brooks song, and
You're right.
and then you've reached the office of Dr. Dick Thunder. Oh my! Oh man! So
Guy's probably a real douche, I bet.
that'd be a shame, wouldn't it? We built
It
him up
would
like
be.
this, and then we meet him, and he's just awful.
Yeah.
Maybe
Be
great
great.
at his job though, but just terrible. All right.
Anywho, all right.
So, how was your week, sir?
Yeah, it was a good week. It was a good week.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you have to use your AK?
no, believe it or not.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
I messed
Right?
around, got a triple double.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Did the Lakers beat the Sonics?
probably.
Excellent.
Probably not because the Sonics don't exist anymore, but
Oh,
they're the Thunder now.
outdated song. Thunder?
Yep, they're the Oklahoma City Thunder now.
Oh, shit.
Actually, that reminds me real quick of ESPN when they used to, they'd be like, Bulls Lakers this Friday or whatever. It always used to crack me up whenever like the Thunder would play teams because it'd be like Thunder Nuggets this Friday on ESPN or whatever. And
Sounds like Dr. Dick Thunder's restaurant's appetizer.
yeah, Thunder
Get
Nuggets.
some Thunder Nuggets.
It's
Or that's what he... Go ahead.
I was gonna say he has his own line of like food products because he's new all of a sudden he's selling like nutritional products too. So the Thunder Nugs.
I was say either that or that's what he tells his mistress. Get those Thunder Nugs.
Oh God. Yep.
It's got to be a recurring theme all episode, guys.
Might be. Yeah, strap in.
That's what he tells everybody else.
Ah. Boom, boom.
Oh my God. He hasn't done that once in his life. He's a fool.
I know, right? Anyway, so back to your week.
No, it was a good week. It was a good week. I mean, we should definitely talk about Tuesday.
Oh, we'll talk about Tuesday.
I mean, as people are familiar with on the Salted Language program now for the past few weeks, my lovely wife and I have been going to do our local bar trivia.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, Brian, we walked in and then it was like, goddamn, Brian was there.
I was half expecting you to go with the Macho King music, so I didn't know what you were going to go with.
when the glass breaks, or it's your ass when the glass. I don't know how I remember it goes.
When you hear the glass, it's your ass.
That's it.
Also, what Dick Thunder says.
Also true.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. Well, and as people know, I don't enter contests unless I plan to dominate. So,
yeah, and we had a robust team.
We certainly did. We had half the bar as our team.
Yeah, basically, it was a robust team,
right?
But we straight up dominated with Premier Worldwide Boats and Hose.
That's right, Boats and Hose.
Yeah, it was we took first place in the trivia competition.
And the swimsuit competition.
And the swimsuit competition, also the talent portion.
Right, naturally.
Crushed it,
yeah, of course.
And Brian got to experience the fun that is the Tuesday trivia.
Yeah.
So how was your, I know winning helps a lot, but how was your trivia experience,
It was
Brian?
fun, because, we had a good time, and, I got to have some delicious beers. As the kids know, I'm a fan of the Scotty Karate from Dark Horse Brewing. So
you don't say.
Yeah, and it was doing karate kicks for Jesus in my mouth. So
was it even? Pretty sure there was some beer drinking hell. Well, I don't know. I had like 2 of low ABV sours.
Right. If you want to hear,
I was beer drinking, but I was not hell raising.
If you want us to raise some hell, give me a hell yeah. I don't know, whatever. It was a good time though. Yeah, got to meet some new folks, see a bar I haven't been in, and God, I don't know how long. So
I met a guy from the Toledo Kick group that I chat with for the first time that night.
Right.
And I think I assaulted him basically with my greeting.
You did. You were pretty aggressive.
I vigorously shook his hand. His beer flew everywhere.
Yeah, almost getting on me.
Yeah, I was. And I later apologized. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I get fired up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. He was kind of a little fella, nice guy.
Yeah. For those who've never met Tony, when you first meet him, it's kind of like, when a dog has been waiting all day for the owner to get home and they jump all over you and they're slobbering and they're just really aggressive. That's pretty much meeting Tony. So
leg humping.
Yeah. So much leg humping.
Maybe excited urination.
But about 58% of the time. So
we've done the charts.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep track. I have a notepad I carry around with me. There's another one.
When we were leaving, I was like, "Oh man, nice to meet you." And I shook his hand again. I'm like, way less excited this time. He's like, "Yes, less aggressive too."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, sorry." I felt so bad.
So accurate though, because you did. You went right at him. I was like, "Whoa!"
I fired. I like sprung out of my stool because he's like, "Hey, it's Tony." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just used to I don't know.
Yeah, and you hadn't really been drinking at that point. You maybe had a sip
it
of
was
beer.
Just,
Yeah,
it's just someone that you chat with online occasionally, and then you actually meet them. You're like, oh shit! You know?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
That's funny. That was funny. Because at first I thought you were going to like tackle hug him or something the way you went at him. I was like, oh geez.
Ground and pound.
Yeah, pretty much. Leg. Yeah. Hit him with the old Lou Thez press. For those who don't know what that is, you should look it up because the image is so much better if you have the actual knowledge of it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, it was a good clean night, man. How about them Scotties?
Those were pretty tasty. I love that beer so much.
I know.
And then,
very excited that they have so much good stuff on tap there.
Yeah, right. That's a cool part too. Is I've been to a few other places and they have it in bottles. They don't generally have it on tap. So it was awesome to get pints instead of bottles because it tastes better from draft.
Right.
So, yeah, I was quite happy when I saw that on the menu. So because I haven't had a Scotch ale in a little while now, and as you know, and everyone who listens and has been listening knows, I'm a fan.
A fan of the Scotch ale, indeed.
Yep. And I came home and had a delicious chill wave from Great Lakes Brewing, which, was a great way to cap the night.
Right?
So, yeah.
Oh, God, excuse me. Oh, God, I'm dying.
Nah, you're fine. Don't you die on me.
Don't.
So, yeah. So, what else? Anything else this week, or?
Well, I had an interesting little. It's just minor conversation,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
At the in-laws today, that I eventually I gotta get away from these people because they're talking like my mother-in-law. She's had a Samsung S3.
Okay. Wow. That's
S3.
That's a little ways back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a while now. And she decided to upgrade her phone, and she went with an iPhone 7.
Okay.
I'm not 100%. The only reason I can think why is because like Leah doesn't have a phone, but she's got an iTouch.
Yeah.
And her other grandkids have like iPads and shit they can get on. So
Okay.
maybe that's why she could FaceTime and all that. Because I
Sure.
don't know. But so earlier in the week, I went over there to pick up Logan because he's been like sick all week, which has been fantastic. Ugh. Like I actually was off Friday because I was home with him.
Yeah.
That's sick. It's been great. But excuse me. But she's asking me all these questions like, I want to be able to do this. And apparently with Android or Samsungs or whatever, like I could put like say you, myself, my wife, I don't know, Dev, T, whatever, all in like a group and name the group and then just touch that button or touch the screen and it'll text all those people.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
So she couldn't figure out how to set that up on the iPhone, which I found really can't.
Yeah, you can text everybody, but it's not the same.
And I get it. That like, and apparently she just deletes her text when she's done. She's like, well, I don't want to have to go back through and set it up. It's like, well, don't delete it.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. That's what I do.
Get it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It'd be nice to be able to name the text group. That makes sense to me.
It does, because there's been times where I've sent like you and T something that, not that it couldn't go to T, but it was just really meant for you. And because I'll just see Tony and I'll just hit the, hit the wrong conversation basically.
So so earlier in the week I was dealing with that. Well, we went over there today, Sunday, and this time Jeannie's trying to help her mom and showing her different stuff and helped her figure out like why her contacts were fucked up, which is nice because she didn't like the way the contacts were listed. Mm-hmm. But it's like the whole time they're arguing about like, well, I want to do it this way. And she's like, well, you can't. This is how Apple does it.
Yeah.
And the reason she went for an iPhone, she wants more security.
Okay.
With her phone, which makes sense because I mean that's one good thing Apple's decent with.
Fair enough.
They vet all their apps and shit.
Right.
So, but so you got stuff like that going on, and then you got her aunt across the table just firing out these one-liners like, "Well, you don't understand. You don't do this." Blah blah blah. And like something came up when Jeannie was going through her contacts, where it was like New Bedford Academy, which is I shouldn't even said that. Whatever. It's my kid's school, right?
Yeah, right.
And she's like, well, why do you need my school's phone number? And then like her grandpa's like, well, if I have to pick you up for some reason, or I'm like, or if they're trying to call me and it's you and I don't want to answer.
Yeah. Right.
But then her aunt's like, or if your parents die.
Oh, wow. That escalated quickly.
Yeah. So it was just all these little things. And I had to eventually just get up and walk away, which I felt bad because Jeannie was like, yeah, you abandoned me over there.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's like, I can't take it anymore, Brian. It's just such weird nonsense sometimes.
Yeah.
Plus, I was eating a salad that was terrible. It was a whole thing.
That's a big switch, though, to go from one to the other. Because you want things the way you had them, and when you switch, you can't have them that way on everything. There's a lot that each of these things do differently,
Yes, so. It's the classic Brian Regan. It's not what I'm used to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
It is. You're right. Because once you get used to it, you whatever,
And like Verizon gave her 90 days to figure it out. Like you got 90 days. If you don't like the phone before then, bring it back. You can get whatever you want.
Right. So she could go get whatever Samsung's new model is. I don't know what it is.
I mean, exactly, the S52 or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a whole weird interaction.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like we go over on Sundays because, I'm sure I've talked about it. Our shower still broke.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the middle of tearing it apart. It's great. So, yeah, we can go over to the shower on Sundays.
Yeah. Makes
I love living like a bum.
Yeah, the old family bath. I get you. Everyone stands outside and hoses down. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
If it was warmer out, I might be tempted.
Well, yeah, because you've got enough privacy in your yard that, you could.
This is very true.
Yeah, wouldn't be that, well, except for your creepy neighbor, maybe.
Well, yeah, but we have that like thick line of bushes. Unless he's like snaking through them like Gollum,
that's what I'm saying.
We should be good.
What's going on over here? Why are you nude?
I mean, I will admit that there has been a morning when we had kids in the house, and I put the dog out on her lead, totally nude, because it was early in the morning, and I'm like, "There's no kids in the house, so I can just walk around doing whatever."
Yeah, that's true.
So whatever.
Yeah.
It's right outside the back door.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Do some wind sprints while you're out there, some burpees and then back inside. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, go get the mail.
Yeah.
Wave at the church across the street.
Right. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, it's Sunday. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Going to get your sermon on, huh?
Nice to
Light a
see
candle
you.
for me.
Yeah. Nice to see you. Oh, Lord. Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah. Classic Tony.
Classic Tony. Mm-hmm. How about you? You got anything that stands out?
It's funny. The week started off really good for me, and then it just kind of train wrecked as the week went on because of stuff. But, like on Monday, I met my first non-podcast person from Twitter.
Right.
So, yeah, a friend of mine named Laura came up and visited me because she was in Columbus to see a comedian, and she's like, well, I'm going to just drive the rest of the way and meet you. So her and I hung out on Monday, which was awesome. It was a lot of fun and stuff. So that was really cool, and then Tuesday, total domination of the trivia.
Damn.
And then I came home, did the BT 140, jumped in the room there, did the after show like I tend to do, and whatever. Wednesday was fine. Nothing really happened Wednesday. But then, Thursday and Friday we had like gorgeous days out,
yeah,
which was
sure.
cool, and then Friday we got, we had thunderstorms kind of come through the area. They didn't really hit us. Well, at least me. I don't know if they caught you guys. We got some rain, but not even really hard rain.
Yeah, it rained a little bit here too, but
Yeah.
it was enough. Well, I guess in the middle of the night, it must have poured like a son of a bitch, because when I went outside, I could see where the currents were running through the pine needles in my yard.
Okay.
In the middle of the night, it must have poured.
I think that's more than we got because, obviously I'm up all night. So
Yeah.
I was up all, anyway, the old DX thing.
Boy, I used
Yeah.
to watch that.
Yeah.
Up all night around the sheer. Like, yes, I'll watch Scantily Clad Ladies.
Oh, yeah, that too. I was making a DX reference, but all right, yeah. That's way better. Yeah, but anyway, when a system like that comes through, I usually get sinus issues. But to make it even worse, there was like a ridiculous cold front right behind it. So we had on Friday, it was 71, I think it was. And Saturday was like, I don't know if it reached.
Sunny 71.
Yeah. And Saturday was like 38, 39 with snow flurries.
Yeah.
So.
Like, Monday through Friday, I wore shorts.
Yeah.
Every day.
So did I. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you just mean undershorts, right? No.
Barely.
Yeah.
European cut.
Well, obviously. They're like those.
Still waiting for my Thunderclap shorts from Dr. Thunder.
Yeah, nice. DrThunder.com. I'm just picturing like those ones some of the MMA guys wear where they're cut real high up the sides, so you can kick easier and stuff. Yeah. Scandalous.
Yeah, I got to have plenty of room to unleash vicious roundhouses.
Yeah. Wait. With
this This coming from the guy that's so inflexible.
Yeah. Your roundhouses take out ankles.
Yeah, basically. Like, why are you shin kicking me?
Why are you
like, fuck you, that's my roundhouse.
Yeah.
Have you seen my technique?
Yeah. Lay down and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll knock you out.
Right the temple, bitch.
Yeah. What?
You ever chopped on a tree? This is how you do it.
I mean, there's no, that is accurate. Kick somebody in the shins enough, it's tough to, I mean, we've seen some pretty brutal knee and shin kicks, so,
This is true.
Oh, man. But yeah, anyway, so, because of the sinus stuff, from halfway through Friday on, I pretty much have been a sinus headache until probably, I don't know, a couple hours ago. So that's been
that's
fun.
exciting.
Yeah. But, whatever. I'm pretty used to that stuff. I get those headaches enough that I'm just like, yeah, here's another one,
Right.
And, at least it wasn't a migraine. That's my takeaway is at least it wasn't like, oh, I can't do anything today. We skipped recording last night because, I didn't want to stare
we
it
skipped
up.
recording the night before because I thought I was going to die.
Well, that's a good reason too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know what I thought I was getting, the flu that my kids have had, and I ended up being fine, but it must have been just something I ate. But I was like, oh, this is not going to end well for anybody. We don't need to recap old Gravy Leg episode. Revisit it, not recap it.
Spastic colon surprise for those who want to go back and listen.
We don't need to be doing that.
There's one show episode I will never forget the title of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the evening, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. Speaking of wind sprints. God damn.
So true. So true. Oh, man. Our first guest host on the show, I think, as well.
Yeah, your nephew.
Yeah, my nephew. Ooh. Yeah, so that's pretty much been my week, I think. I'm having a look at my list here to make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I think that's...
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much my week. Ooh.
Well, I got some... The fuck?
I don't know.
I don't remember writing this down. I better keep that. Sorry, I just realized I have all this garbage I'm trying to take care of.
That'll happen.
Yeah, I know. I'm distracted easily by, small animals and Post-it notes.
Or anything.
Or anything.
The wind changes directions. Huh? Yeah.
So I actually have a follow-up to, I'm not sure if it's, I think it was last week we talked about, I don't know, all our shit just blurs together.
Yeah.
But I have a follow-up story, Brian.
Okay.
The Taco Bell Naked Chicken Chalupa.
Yes.
Being discontinued.
Yeah, I saw that. Horseshit. That's what that is. Now, do you know what? First of all, I don't know if that was available nationwide. Do you know? Like, did it say in there?
I do not. It doesn't say. Yeah.
But, if it was, it's probably just to generate interest. Like, for them to see how many tweets they get. They're like, what are you doing?
It said that they, hinted that they're taking out the menu, but they said it will return at some point.
Yeah. It's
so
funny,
it'll
though.
probably be like the McRib of crazy food.
Yeah, it's weird to me because, if you have an item that'll sell, year round, it's kind of weird to me, why you would take it off of the menu. For food places. The beers and stuff, I understand. You have to give things time and whatever, but...
It's seasonal.
Yeah.
Maybe whatever chickens they press into tortillas, it's a seasonal bird.
Yeah, maybe. You might be right. Yeah, that's going to make a lot of people disappointed, though, because I have seen so many people post about how much they enjoyed that. So I'm sure Taco Bell's Twitter is going to get bombarded with hate. So, although in fairness, Taco Bell's Twitter account, whoever runs it, is one of those people that you love. Because they make witty comments and stuff, on a lot of people's tweets. If Taco Bell is mentioned, where you use the @ sign and then Taco Bell, they respond to quite a few, which is sometimes have been really funny. But yeah,
how creative a job is that got to be?
Yeah, right. You're the social media ambassador for Taco Bell. Yeah.
Well, for any major company that, where they're like, we're going to give you free reign within reason,
right? Of course,
to treat these assholes like idiots.
Bring back the chicken
chalupa.
Like
Pornhub's a good one.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
There's quite a few that are that way, and it works so much better because people they share those on Twitter. You know,
Yeah, people love the fact that like Wendy's shits on their face, basically.
yeah. Wow,
people love it.
that's aggressive.
They're like, "Where's the beef?" Just a picture of Dr. Richard Thunder.
Yeah. Right here.
Right here.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot we gotta have. Well, that's more lightning, isn't it? You need like a good thunder.
Oh yeah, I don't. I just don't have.
All right.
I got nothing for them.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. So, I'm trying to think what I was going to say here. Oh, I had somebody send me a link to a video that I don't know if you've seen this or not, but it's called Ball is Life. Like Ball is Life.
Ball is life.
Yeah, not Ball is.
Ball
but
is life.
Ball is Life. Yeah, and it shows this.
Okay, I
Good.
no, I was like, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
It shows this guy like, you know, and it's real dramatic looking and stuff as he's walking onto the court and he's talking about, you know, like how you got to put all the blood, sweat, and tears and whatever into the game and all this. And then when it shows him start to do his skills, he's just awful. Like you see him like, you know,
is this the Ice JJ Fish of basketball?
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like you see him, you know, like he does all this talking and then he takes like a jump shot and he's got his hand up in the air, you know, like some of the NBA players do. And, you know, the ball, like he shoots it like over the backboard, you know, so,
nice.
Yeah, there's more to it than that, but it was, yeah, it cracked me up. So, you know, we'll have that link available. I forgot I was going to send it to you so you could watch it. Yeah. It was good fun though. Because, you know, I always love that. Because the NBA has done so many of those kind of commercials, or, you know, for college basketball, whatever, where they'll show the player just, and it's all dramatic, and I'm putting all this work into my game and all this, and then they're always good, of course, you know.
Well, yeah, of course.
So, yeah, this is this was a better result in my opinion.
It makes it better. He's fucking terrible.
Yeah, like he
Damn
he can't do a crossover dribble. Like I think he bounces it off his leg or something, and you know, it was pretty great. So
Amazing, even.
yeah, I liked it. It made me laugh. It's made me laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
Man,
We will chortle now.
as is tradition. So
Now,
what?
yeah, what you got?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What you got?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh. I know it's been a long time since we've really done like a weird news kind of thing.
Or since I rock and rolled. Yeah.
God damn it. But this one caught my eye, so I had to,
Fair enough.
you know, talk about it.
Right.
Now, you know, if it's one thing the internet loves besides cats and boobs, there's Harambe,
Oh God. Yeah. Unfortunately.
which I'm so sick of hearing about Harambe.
Me too. I was
But the
originally,
internet-
but yeah.
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 So apparently, Brian, there's a flaming hot Cheeto,
Yes.
and maybe the auction's done by now.
Oh, this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, now look at the date of the story auctions. Hot Cheeto on eBay that looks like Harambe when he's climbing a tree.
Yeah.
According to at the time of this story, the auction was at 99
99 Loof balloons. Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, $99,999.
Yeah. For a Cheeto,
Started at $11.99.
which is still too much.
Yes, I hope it's just bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's one of
And
those
it's
things.
like bidding it up because
Yeah.
Harambe.
Right. I was just going to say, because that's something a lot of people don't quite understand on eBay, is that just because something ends at a price does not mean that the person collected on that, you know? So who knows if they actually got the money. If they
Right.
got the money for it, whoever paid for that needs to be slapped across the head, you know?
Yeah, they should probably, I don't know, we should probably throw them in a gorilla pen themselves.
Yeah. Again, as you're always saying, you know, that's the kind of person that, you know, in the old days would have been eaten by wolves.
Yeah, exactly. We
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it.
Right. Those
Like
things
what
just-
happened to Chester
Yeah,
eating bubbles?
exactly. Those things take care of themselves,
Goddamn right.
Yeah,
I just, it was one of those things I just caught my eye, and I'm like, ugh,
yeah,
damn it, I got to talk about this.
right. Ah, man. It's funny. I've been kind of building up an old man rant the last couple weeks as I'm looking at social
really?
media. Yeah, as I'm looking at social media, and it's like, have you noticed how many people, when someone goes to take a picture of them, flip the camera off, essentially? Like, it happens a
Right.
lot. What was that?
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. It's lagging a little bit here, so that's why. I didn't know if you heard me. So it's getting to the point that, whatever. If they're younger people, I'm kind of like, whatever. Who didn't do that when they were young? But I'm seeing, like, at some point, I think you have to put that away, Because when a 40 or 50-year-old is flipping a camera off, it just doesn't look cool. You're not that like rebellious youth anymore, so it kind of loses its charm.
Yeah, you're just a douche.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I think there's like too many people do it too. It's like the things I can't stand that I see all the damn time on like, various stuff, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, is like girls sticking their tongue out, which I will never understand. Like more than duck lips even.
Right.
At least kissy face I got, But the sticking their tongue out thing, like they're so... And then I see like that, that Snapchat filter with the dog, where if you stick your tongue out, the big tongue thing comes out, and I was like, this is just making it worse. So...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, so there's my old man rant. You kids!
That is a fine old man rant because it is annoying.
Yeah.
The only time it's funny is if it's and that's barely funny.
If it's what? It cut out here.
Yeah. So the only time it's funny is if it's a kid,
Oh, yeah.
and that's barely funny.
Right. Yeah, seeing a kid flip the
like
bird
for
can be
instance, I talked about I was mentioning my son who's been sick since Wednesday. On Friday, when he was home again, and I was off, and I was like, he was laying on the couch, half alive, while we're waiting. Because we actually ended up taking him to urgent care to find out what the fuck is wrong with him.
Oh, nice.
Just because high fever.
funny. Yeah.
I know, nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, Logan, this isn't a very elaborate scheme to have a long weekend. And he just flipped me off. It was fantastic.
That's appropriate. I mean, that sums it up perfectly, But yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
I mean, I used to flip the camera off.
That's good
and
use of the
stuff.
middle finger.
Yeah, I used to flip the cameras off and stuff too because I don't like my picture being taken. But it's like I said, at some age, I think you kind of got to put that away. It's, it's kind of like the backwards baseball cap and stuff. Once you start creeping up in your 30s, it's like, maybe it's time to stop this stuff.
I don't know. Nothing makes me smile more when I see a guy in his 40s or 50s with a backwards hat on.
yeah, that's true. All right, fair enough.
It always gives me a good chuckle.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. It's even better if it's not like a sports...
Unless you're a catcher, turn that shit around.
Right? Or you're Ken Griffey Jr. I'll allow that. But
Yeah.
it's funnier to me when it's not a sports team hat and it's backwards.
Right. Like it's like a skater company hat or the backwards Kangol still.
Yeah, or it's just like whatever place he works for,
Right. Like, oh, Steve's Towing Company, huh?
Yeah.
It's a nice hat.
Yeah, you're looking pretty hip with that backwards, man. Like all the kids.
Snapback, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
All the kids wearing the the backwards Steve's Towing hat.
Oh, for sure.
Now, if it's a Dick Thunder hat, that's different.
Oh, geez, you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't even know if anyone's head could support a Dick Thunder hat.
I really kind of want to make Dick Thunder merchandise now.
It seems like an excellent idea.
Right?
It really does.
Right? Like Dick Thunder 2020.
Yeah.
Make it look like
it seems like
he's running for office.
This seems like a great idea.
Right. We'll put up political signs, like big ones. Vote Dick Thunder.
Vote Dick Thunder. Yes, please.
Yeah. You've tried the other dicks, now try this one. Anyway.
That's fantastic.
Anyway, enough of Dick Thunder. But
until we come back to him.
Right. Which will probably be
just
soon.
saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have any other stuff?
Did you
Nothing, go ahead.
I do. Did you see Nokia is bringing back the 3310? Ye old classic handset that's apparently like Tyrannosaur proof.
Oh, yeah, I did see that, which is weird, but also understandable because you're right, that thing is, like rather than having to buy like an OtterBox or whatever, that thing pretty much is one. So,
right.
Actually, it's probably better.
I think, too, that a lot of people are trying to get away from smartphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we were talking about, recently, the addiction to like scrolling and shit like that.
Yep.
If you got a stupid Nokia, it's not stupid, but if you got a Nokia, you're not going to be fucking around on Twitter all day or Imager like I do or, whatever.
Right. Yeah, probably not unless they upgrade, what you can do with the phone, even though it's a flip or whatever. Or no, that one's not a flip, right?
It's not even a flip.
Yeah, that's right. Because flip phones have, that you could crack them in half. So
right.
Yeah.
For what it does, it does have a full color display, a 2 megapixel camera, sexy,
Ooh.
and it does have an SD card slot, and it comes with Snake, the game.
Wow.
I know, right? And it does come in a bevy of colors now too, instead of the traditional black and gray.
Wow. All right. Fancy.
But I mean, it's like the phone is going to be available this year. It's $52.
Right. So it's perfect.
So it's a good price, and
it's perfect for like people who just want a phone. Like I've got a brother who he has a smartphone now, and he's embracing it, but he barely is embracing it. You know what I mean? Like he's, he was over on Christmas Eve, and we were watching a football game on it. He's embraced that part of it, and he's done a few other things with it, but he's not like full on. He has no Facebook, no Twitter. I don't even think he has any social media,
Right.
So he is just kind of like, well, this is what they offer now, basically, and even though you still can get, just a generic flip phone, because I was looking at them for my mom, because she doesn't want a smartphone of any kind, so.
Well, there you go. Nokia coming out soon.
There you go, right? Well, and it's, since it's so durable, it's actually not a bad idea if somebody just wants a phone, because if it worked, I mean, there's people who were using those things for a long time,
Yeah, for sure.
because they just never broke,
Yeah, they just kept going.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
And I think, like, part of me almost always wants to go back to just having a phone.
Yeah.
Because I know I get distracted, and I don't always. Sometimes when I have my phone with me, I'm not present with what's going on around me, so I'm in my phone.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I know that's a problem.
Yep.
So part of me's always been like, God, should I just go back to a phone and then have get like an iTouch or an iPad for internet shit when I'm on Wi-Fi?
Right.
Know?
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
And at the same time, it's like I like texting people more than I like calling people, though.
Exactly.
So.
Yep. Me too.
And I don't want to be texting on a Nokia when I have to be like, I have to spell your name. I have to hit 2 twice first.
Right.
And,
Oh, God, I certainly don't miss those days. Ugh.
No, that's why it's kind of like,
I know. And I could see a lot of workplaces maybe buying those for people too, because they're cheap and they're durable.
Oh, I would love if my work gave me one of these, because I don't want, like, they gave me a BlackBerry once and I want to, flush down the toilet.
Yeah.
And thank God, and it sounds goofy, thank God they gave me my flip phone back.
Yeah. The only thing I ever really liked about BlackBerries, there's a few things, but I loved the keyboard, like the actual keyboard. But the keyboards on the phones now are pretty good. So they're not like the first touchscreen phone that I had, where you almost had to like elbow drop the letter.
Right.
They weren't real sensitive.
I think that was the problem was when they gave me when they're like, we're going to give you guys BlackBerry so we can email you. But which one? I'm on the road. Please don't email me.
I'm going to email you all the time now. Sup?
Sup? Oh.
Yeah, instead of texting you, I'm just going to email you.
The main, please. But that was the main problem is like with the stupid BlackBerry, I already had an iPhone. So and I've never used a BlackBerry if they're I don't have sausage fingers, but I got decent sized hands.
Yeah.
That little blackboard keyboard is like, this is not good working for me.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That was tough because I know my nephew used to carry a BlackBerry for a while, and I got kind of used to using it because he'd be like, "Here, do it," because I don't think I had a phone when he had it, but yeah, because at the time the best thing about it was the scroll ball. Because other phones didn't really have that at the time. You had to like arrow up or down or whatever. And the BlackBerry, the ability to scroll around on that little touchpad thing it had was pretty awesome. But now, they're behind the game way too much. I'd rather have a smartphone than a BlackBerry for show. Yeah.
Hey, I just thought it was cool that Nokia's coming back.
Right. Speaking of old man rants, right?
Yeah, really.
Bring back our phones!
Yeah. I want a dumb phone. I want to be able to play Snake like I used to.
See, there you go. People who are going to be upset about the Naked Chalupa,
Right.
Also, by Tony telling you is that, have they already discontinued it, or is it upcoming that they're discontinuing it?
It didn't say in the story I saw, so I'm not 100% sure.
Well, run out and get them while you can, because you may not be able to. Just toss them in some Ziplocs and freeze them. I'm so kidding. That'd be terrible.
I mean, as not me as it is, I almost want to try one before they go away.
Yeah. Yeah, that way you can say you did, and then exactly. You can be like, "This is hot garbage," and whatever.
I mean, I did, I tried the Double Down when it came out,
right? Yeah, which is odd. Like I said, I have not tried that, so yeah, I know. I guess I'm missing out. I don't know.
Apparently, right?
Right?
How dare you miss out?
Yeah. Next step will be to make my pizza grilled cheese where you use 2 pizzas.
I could see this.
Flatbread pizzas, of course. You can't have them real thick, but you turn them, toppings down basically, so you can get a handle on it. And,
while we're talking about, this,
kidding.
can we please discuss the Pizza Bob and how amazing it was?
Yes, I miss those. I'm not gonna lie, I miss those.
Just fucking make one yourself, dog.
It doesn't taste the same. I've tried it with Texas toast, some mozzarella cheeses.
Let's fill in the audience real quick before we go on a Pizza Bob rant.
All right.
For those of you not to know, because I don't know what they called these at your school when you were up, but in our elementary school, there was a thing called a Pizza Bob, and it was basically a Texas toast grilled cheese with pepperoni and a wee bit of marinara on it.
Right.
And it was delightful and delicious.
It was. It was easily, like, if you saw that on the menu, kids around the school were like, super excited.
Oh, shit. Thursday the 25th, Pizza Bob Day.
Right.
Get your lunch money ready, son.
Exactly.
Yeah, boy.
It was maybe the only thing on the lunch menu that the school served that I was excited about.
Yeah.
Pizza with pork crumble just didn't get it done the way a Pizza Bob did.
Oh, don't you shit on square pizza. We'll have words.
I'm not shitting on it. I ate plenty of it. I'm just saying.
Someone else did.
Yeah.
I don't know what those sausage crumbles were, but I keep eating them.
They called it pork crumble, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's even scarier.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, it's pork.
I think it was Porque. I don't know.
Pork? No, pork.
Just pork, yeah. Well, I don't know if you think about K being what in Spanish,
Yeah, good call.
It might work just right.
It might work fine.
But anyway, yeah, those Pizza Bobs were like, I remember there were times where I would just order one a la carte and then get another one rather than getting anything else with it. Because they usually serve, fries with it, I think.
Are you saying you made yourself a double Pizza Bob?
Well, I didn't eat it that way, but...
Oh, you should have.
I should have, you're right. You're right. A double-decker to Flavortown right there.
Right. Brian.
Huh?
Brian.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
We are going to make a sweet and salty language video. We're making fucking pizza bombs.
I like this idea a lot. I'm
All
in.
right.
Because we got to see, like, there has to be something about them that's different, though. I can't figure, I mean, other than the fact they're made with, like,
Then
Q
we'll
quality.
make multiple versions.
That there's, like, Q quality ingredients. But, you know, I don't know. Like
We're
I said,
doing this.
I've tried it and I just can't. Maybe it's the cheese blend because they're using God knows what for cheese. So
They're using cheese?
it's probably just government
What-
cheese, you know.
It's CHEEEZE. Cheese.
It's cheese-ish,
I don't know. Came in on a truck.
right? I don't know. We just get it in these big blocks. All I remember is, like, I know the cheese was super stretchy, so I always assumed it was mozzarella, but, you know, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm telling you, we're gonna. What we need to do is we need to assemble a couple different types of breads, a couple different types of cheeses,
Yeah,
couple different types of Italian meats,
right. No pork
and
crumble.
some marinara,
Some red sauce. Yeah,
red sauce, and make up a couple different versions of pizza bobs.
that's not a bad idea. I like this idea a lot.
Yeah, this sounds like a great time.
Yeah, because
I
theirs was
have a giant electric griddle.
well, that is convenient.
Why fuck around?
I 100% agree with you, sir. We really should. That should be one of our upcoming videos. Like as it gets
Oh, it's
warmer, yeah,
It's coming.
we'll make. We can wear shorty shorts and make pizza bobs.
Goddamn right. Thunderclap shorts.
That's right. Then I'll put cargo shorts on to stuff my pockets with pizza bobs,
Nice.
you know, for later and such.
Well, of course.
Oh
Yeah.
man, what
Sure
made
do.
you bring that up?
I have no idea.
Okay, fair enough. Is that
Just my. That's just that's how my brain does it.
that's fair. Okay.
Random thoughts.
Like I
Thanks
said.
to Tony's brain.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not against it at all.
Oh, because you're talking about pizza grilled cheese.
Oh,
That's
right.
What it was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that's all. When you say pizza grilled cheese, I go pizza bob
Well, that's
immediately.
pretty much what it is. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, if we have
Exactly.
pepperoni in the house and I'm making a grilled cheese, there's always pepperoni on it because why not? You know, got
Exactly.
a little protein. You know,
For sure.
I mean, it's goddamn
Or
it.
tizzle.
It's the line. There's a line from one of the Seinfeld episodes where George keeps eating food in bed, and he talks about salami or pastrami. I think it was. I don't remember now. Damn it. But anyways, this woman he talks to, she mentions the meat, and she's like, I find, you know, I can't remember if it's salami or pastrami, and I feel terrible about it. But she's like, I find that to be the most sensual of the cured meats.
Nice.
Which, you know, makes me laugh because I enjoy using the word sensual as much as possible. So
Essential's good.
sensual and tender are two of my
Tender.
heavily used words lately, you know.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I say we just need to figure out somebody to film us, because just having a stationary shot will not do this any justice.
It might.
I need some Food Network shots in this bitch.
Are you talking like close-ups of like pulling it apart and
Oh, that's the most sensual food shot.
yeah, it is.
According to the Alta Brown podcast I
Yeah,
just
it is.
listened to.
That's the money shot right there for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Whew. I'm getting hot thinking about it.
I know, right? I'm gonna take my pants off. It's getting warm in here.
I already did.
What? Sexy.
That's why I always wear tearaways, Tony. Always wear
true.
tearaways.
Always wear tearaways.
Yep. And
Should be our
blacks.
mission statement.
And darks. Always wear
Definitely.
darks too, because we've talked about that in the past.
Yeah. And satin shorts.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Speaking of satin shorts,
Feels good on your junk. Huh?
right? Speaking of satin shorts, man, I can't believe I actually have a segue for this one.
That
I
is
started
weird.
listening to. I heard a commercial for a new podcast called "Missing Richard Simmons" the other day. Right?
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
And, you know-
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and I'm like, missing Richard Simmons, and I was like, oh god, a Richard Simmons podcast? That seems like too much. Like, I don't think I could take him for, you know,
I would agree.
you know, although maybe, you know, if he's out there trying to help people with weight loss or whatever, you know, hey, whatever, more power to him. He's done a lot of great stuff in his life, you know.
Meanwhile, Tim just sucking dick at gas
Yeah,
stations.
well, hey, whatever. That's his business.
Like, this is a weird podcast.
Yeah, it's like the audio is amazing though. I feel like I'm there. Anyway, but it actually turns out that it's as of like the beginning of this podcast or whatever, like Richard Simmons has disappeared. Like he just off the face of the earth, basically. Like he hasn't been on anything really.
It's because he's back on his home planet.
Well, that's possible. But I guess he used to have like aerobics classes or whatever at his studio.
Right.
And the guy who's doing this podcast was someone who went to, he used to be a producer on The Daily Show, and now I don't know what else he's doing, but he's doing this podcast. But he used to go and take the classes at Richard Simmons' house. And then he said just one day there was a thing on the door that basically was like, no further classes kind of a deal. Like Richard's dealing with a knee issue or something like that. But it's been like 3 years. Like no one has heard from him.
A knee issue or a on his knees issue?
Yeah.
Oh! No, I have a
I
sound
was like,
for
dude,
that.
you have a sound drop.
Oh! There you go.
Let the pros handle it, Tony.
Yeah, I know, right? I got this far lean on. I kind of felt like I had to do that.
You did, yeah. You were pretty far back.
Yeah.
But anyway, it turns out, it starts with him like just looking for Richard Simmons and not being able to contact him in any way. And then he starts kind of telling, I don't want to give too much of this away because I got a feeling the way this show is going to play out is going to be, it's using kind of the Serial template, to where they already know the ending and, they're kind of, I don't know. There's only 2 episodes out. And anyway, but yeah, in the second episode, he talks to someone who was from different people's accounts, like basically like a second mother to Richard Simmons, and he doesn't even talk to her anymore. Like he's completely cut himself off to just about everyone.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, and that's basically the point of this podcast is to figure out what happened, why he just disappeared, And he's always been kind of a recluse when it comes to. Like they mentioned that they played a clip from the Sklar Brothers podcast where they asked him about who he hangs out with, and he was like, I don't. He's like, I show up, I do a public appearance. He's like, I sign a bunch of photos, or I sign a bunch of autographs, I take a bunch of photos, and then I go home and I'm alone. And he even said, he's like, they were in the studio. There was 4 of them in the studio, and he was like, yeah, this is kind of the extent of my socializing. So, it's like, did he finally get to a point to where he couldn't go out in public anymore? Was it truly a knee issue? Because they talk on there, some people were like, it was getting really difficult for him to actually do the exercises with people, because his, but he didn't want to have surgery on his knee and stuff. So there's a lot of really, like, in each one, I think it's like half an hour. And, I listened to the first one just out of curiosity, and then I was like, yeah, I'm pretty hooked on this. I think I'm going to be listening to the whole run of this. So, because it is very odd that he just dropped off the face of the earth. Yeah, essentially.
That is bizarre. Yeah. That sounds kind of interesting.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting called Missing Richard Simmons. And like I said, there's only, as of us recording this, there's only 2 out. There's probably going to be another one here in a couple days, but it's a quick listen though. It's like I said, really interesting because it's just odd that somebody in that kind of position just goes poof and disappears.
Yeah.
Like
like Kaiser Soze's.
Yeah, really. There's because there wasn't like some big scandal or that would force him to just fall from the spotlight. He just gone. So, and I said, I guess his friends and different stuff, like nobody's talked to him.
That is pretty weird.
Yeah. So there you go. There's my podcast recommendation for the week.
Well, fair enough, Brian. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. I guess. Since we're talking the world of Hollywood,
Pizza Bob's Happy Hour.
Dude, you have no idea how excited I am to make this video.
I know, right? Forget the video. I'm just excited to have Pizza Bob's.
I've been trying to think of like variations.
Yeah.
But no secrets revealed here. You got to watch the video.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, back to a more sobering news story.
And a less sensual one. Yeah.
less essential. But I got to start off with a little.
That's it, man.
Oh.
Game over, man. Game over.
Let me turn it up a wee bit.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
For those of you not in the know, actor Bill Paxton was claimed. Not really claimed.
Wow.
Last year was the year of the deaths.
Yeah.
This year it's just not been as many. But yeah, Bill Paxton dead at 61.
Yeah.
From that clip, Aliens, which I don't know why I had that song. Didn't have that already on my board because it's perfect for our show, really.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it says what exactly.
It was complications during surgery, but
well, there you go.
yeah.
Yeah, but man, so many good movies.
Yeah.
So many good movies.
Yep.
I should have had his IMDb already pulled up.
You should have. You're terrible at this.
I am. I'm just curious. I mean, I imagine it's just a stunningly long list
I'm
of
sure.
shit.
Yeah, he's been in so much stuff over the years.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So much stuff. Holy hell.
Right?
Yeah.
Do they still have the known for section?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What does
yes,
it
they
show
do.
that he's known for?
He's known for Titanic. He's played Brock Lovett. He's no Dick Thunder.
Not at all. Not at all.
But no, his top four known fors are Titanic, Apollo 13, yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
Aliens,
Definitely.
and Edge of Tomorrow, which is odd, but I remember now that I've seen a character, Master Sergeant Farrell, and he was awesome in that movie. He had a really tight mustache.
Yeah. Naturally. Which feels like
Yeah.
it should have been a name of one of our episodes, but I don't think it has been. Tight Mustache.
Tight mustache.
Yeah.
You're correct.
And unfortunately, Tight Mustache is not better than Richard Thunder, so it's not this episode either.
Doesn't make the cut.
Nope. Almost. It's the
Almost.
the understudy, but
Although Tight Mustache, great beer name.
oh, you're right. Tight Mustache would be a great beer name. We should
Yes.
write that down in case we ever make beers.
Like every other salty language title.
Right, like Dick Thunder.
Like Dick Thunder. Yeah, and it's a nice stout.
Yeah.
A robust stout.
It's got to be, yeah, I was going to say the ABV on that one's got to be pretty heavy.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
But yeah,
yeah.
it sucks, but what are you going to do? You know, normally the Hollywood deaths, and this obviously didn't really affect me at all,
Yeah.
but the Hollywood deaths don't really affect me that much, but I liked him as an actor.
Yeah, yeah. And again,
So
well,
it
you know,
does kind of suck.
certainly helps when someone's in like a ton of, good stuff. So, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if I remember right, he's responsible for one of my favorite lines in Twister, which is, it was level 5, finger of God. Pretty sure that's it.
Even if not, he was in the movie. So I'm
Yeah.
surprised that wasn't on the best known.
I know, right?
I remember
Seems
him
weird,
more
doesn't it?
from that than I do from Titanic, honestly. But
Yeah, when I saw Titanic was the number one known for,
yeah,
it's like, really?
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
right. Whatever. Maybe it can be a generational thing because they came out within just a few years or a year or two of each other, 3 years. I don't know. Wasn't very
Right.
long apart, I don't think. Maybe it wasn't. When did Titanic come out? Do you still have it up?
1997.
Okay, that was my guess. When did Twister come out? I was guessing like 94. Something like
I'm
that.
not sure.
All right.
97. Oh, shit, he was in Tombstone as Morgan Earp. That's right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He was.
Let's see here. Oh, shit, he was in Predator 2 as Jerry Lambert.
Huh. All right.
I'm looking for Twister. I must have went by it.
Yeah.
I don't even see. Oh, there it is. 1996.
Okay, so they were almost, back to back then. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I should know that. That came out around the time I was working at Hollywood Video. So, yeah.
Brock Lovett from Titanic. That character.
I don't even remember that character.
Nope.
I don't have a clue.
Nope.
Not at all. I remember him vividly from Twister. And
Yep.
although in fairness, I have watched Twister more times than Titanic. I've seen Titanic twice.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater, and I saw it when it came out on video.
Right.
And Twister I've seen various times, so, yeah.
Well, I used to, once upon a time, when I used to sling videos at a video store, kids, before there was streaming. I'm old.
Me too, because
Anytime
I did it
since
before Tony.
This is true. He's older.
Yeah.
Anytime there was, questionable weather in our area, since we live in Northwest Ohio, and we have tornadic activity at times,
Yeah.
I would for sure throw in Twister.
Right.
Time.
I used to, too. Yep.
And inevitably, someone will be like, "Oh, I want to rent that." And you want to punch him in the throat.
Yeah.
Can you at least let me get to the finger of God part?
Right.
That's right, because he drops the fork. It's finger of God.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Oh, man. As we're talking about deaths here, I mean, also today, Judge Wapner died today, too. So.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah. So, those
From,
of us, People's
Court, right?
Yep.
Oh, that is kind of shitty.
He was 97, though. I mean,
He had it coming then.
Yeah. Wow. Death did not find in his favor, apparently.
Nope.
Yeah, we're
It's
terrible.
over.
So awful. Game over, man. No. Jeez.
Good news.
Oh.
Whoopsie daisy.
That was me trying to switch pages and got the professor. Yeah, Judge Wapner. Good news,
Dang,
everyone.
Farnsworth with the shade.
Well, how old is he? He's still alive.
Yeah. Oh, man. They actually tell in a few episodes. I can't remember, though. But yeah, anyway, so, that one's no big deal. I remember watching that, when I would, stay home from school as a kid, and seeing him and Doug Llewellyn, who was the court reporter, the guy outside that interviewed everybody as they left, watching that show. And, God knows why it was terrible. But, it led to all these other horrific judge shows that are on now. So.
Right.
Whatever. But, so he died today. But, I also wanted to talk about, because I totally forgot last week, George the Animal Steele died.
Oh, yeah. God, that is a bummer, too.
Yeah, and he was just before, probably our generation as far as wrestling goes. He was involved in it, when we were watching, but he was toward the end of the run, I believe, and stuff. But he was always that guy that, I don't remember. Do you remember what your impression of him was when you were a kid?
I remember hating him. Because he was just this big furry goon. It was just and I was just never a fan.
Right. Yeah, he played his comedic part up well. From what I understand, earlier in his career, he wasn't just comedic relief, essentially. Because that's kind of what he became as he, moved on. It was the guy who would show up and, act like a dope around, Miss Elizabeth. I don't know if you remember his feud with Macho Man, where he wanted Miss Elizabeth.
I do not recall this.
Oh, yeah, he was, in love with her, but he was basically Lenny from, of Mice and Men, and,
right.
And there's one match where he actually picks up Elizabeth and carries her away while Macho Man's in the middle. I think it's the Steamboat match, actually. I think he interfered in the Macho Man Steamboat match.
Really?
Yeah. So if you have WWE Network, if you can go back and find, I can't remember what event that was at, but it's Macho Man and Steamboat for the Intercontinental titles, which is easily one of the best matches ever. So, but I think he was part of that, or it was around that time. But yeah, he kind of became just a goon, basically, to where he'd come out and people would laugh at him because he acted like the big idiot, Quasimodo his way around the ring, and,
Right.
Also people would be like, Jesus Christ, this guy's, all fur.
Yes. So much fur.
He was one of the first guys I ever saw on TV with back hair.
Yeah, it's excessive.
Yeah, and in wrestling, you rarely see it. There's a guy now, actually, that's wrestling in NXT that has back hair. And I was like, wow. I don't know if you remember Albert. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, geez.
that dude's furry as hell. He's actually the head trainer in NXT now.
Right.
But, it's... not something you see very often in pro wrestling. Usually they're pretty well waxed up. So.
Oh, dude, I didn't know he was out of Detroit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that, too. Yep.
Actually, I got a pretty good news article about him it's like, he apparently put out a video.
Mm-hmm.
So, it says, if you're watching this, I am dead. I am with Jesus. Bye-bye. And then he recounts, his wrestling career in the video, there's a link to the video in this news story.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Then it's got a link to a WWE video that they remember him. Mm-hmm. And it's got a link to him visiting the Detroit Zoo.
Nice.
With Mean Gene in a pith helmet.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm sure that's good times.
So, yeah, this looks like it's from Michigan Live. So they're obviously promoting him more because he's a Michigan native.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, he's one of those guys that I think a lot of people knew of. And if you only caught him kind of at the end of the career, you might kind of not really see him as anything other than, you might put him in the category with the Goon or whatever, that are just terrible gimmicks, But
right.
He was a guy who was around for a little while and had, was entertained a lot of people. So, it was sad to see him go. And, Chavo Guerrero Sr. or Chavo Classic died that last week too, who is, the father of the Guerrero family. So, and that, that was another big loss for wrestling too last week. And Ivan Koloff, which I don't know if you remember him, he was kind of in that.
Was he one of Russian Hammer dudes or whatever?
Yeah. So, or no, he was before that.
Oh, okay.
But he was still, he was still, it was the Russian gimmick. He comes out, wearing all Russian stuff. The crowd hates him because, it was the
Russian.
80s. Yeah, well, and it was the 80s.
It was Cold War.
Cold War, yeah.
Yeah.
Even now, that gimmick still plays now. They got a guy now from Bulgaria, but he first was coming out kind of talking that he was from Russia, and the crowd, boo, chanting USA all the time, and yeah. So...
Was he I'm going to Putin you in a headlock?
No. You silly goose.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe next time.
Oh, excellent.
Nah, probably not.
Excellent work.
Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, you got anything else there?
No. Random news of the weird and all that shit. I have tapped out, my friend.
I am as well. So, let's move into the Q of the W.
Now, first off, I have to say...
We're dopes.
Yeah, we both forgot to post Q to W on the internets. So our lack of responses are lacking. No, that'd be good. If we had a lack response or lacking. Whatever. We don't have very many responses. Right. But it's okay, because we didn't post it. But last week we asked you, what was cool when you were a kid?
Yes.
Yes. My lovely wife, Lady Space Violence. God, I almost said Space Giants, which is an awesome football team.
The Space Giants, yeah. All right.
The Space Giants. Lady Space Violence says, being stupid.
That's fair. It was pretty popular, when people are kids. Yeah.
I don't have to take notes. Fuck this. He's so dreamy.
He's so manly.
Look at him. He's carving his initials in a desk. I wish my initials were with him.
Meanwhile, she doesn't realize he's actually carving Metallica in there.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to get that lightning bolt M.
Yeah, damn right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, you got to do it right. Otherwise, it looks stupid,
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's saying alter and turn into Megadeth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Really quick before we go any further, they mentioned this on 12 for a Penny this week, and I didn't watch the Grammys, or 2 weeks ago. I didn't watch the Grammys, so I didn't notice this. But I guess Megadeth won for rock album or whatever. And
really?
Yeah, because their new album I haven't listened to. I need to listen to. It's called Dystopia. I've heard it's pretty good. And Metallica's new album didn't qualify. It was released too late for this year, so it'll be next year's Grammys.
Oh.
But
anyway, right?
I guess when Megadeth won, the orchestra played Master of Puppets.
What?
And I guess when Dave Mustaine got up on the podium, he was basically, was like, they played that because they're not talented enough to play any Megadeth.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
Which is a great double burn there because, he's obviously hitting
excellent.
Metallica and the orchestra there. So anyway,
and
yeah.
Dystopia's on Spotify. I'll see if I can't find that video real quick and add it to our links.
Which video? I already forgot.
The Grammy.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm telling
Jesus,
this.
Brian. You're like, and then Dave Mustaine said this. I'm like, I'm gonna find that video, huh?
And people wonder why we can't remember what we said in the previous show or whatever. Like, I'm in the middle of the story and I can't remember it.
That's fantastic.
Oh. Anyway, sorry. Back
There
to
you go. Megadeth wins Best Performance at the Grammys. This has got to be it. I'm not even gonna vet this video. I'm just gonna include the link.
Nice.
So hopefully it's the right one.
Right. Oh man, that's great.
But that's let me check the Facebook. Oh, I didn't post anything, so I got nothing else on that.
Nice. All right. I guess I should look on Twitter. I totally forgot to pull up the hashtag on Twitter.
I don't think there's anything under the hashtag, but I'm pretty sure Hanno just tweeted at us. If I recall.
It's like that, is it?
It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that.
No, he used it. He's a good boy.
Oh, he is a good boy. Good boy, Hanno. Always to the rescue.
Right. Jeannie, your wife actually also tweeted, do you know what was the coolest when I was a kid? Not asking lame questions. Hashtag lamest. Still, various emojis I can't read because it's like, love you something. I can't read the last one because I'm blind.
Damn, shots fired.
Yeah. Yep. Her and the professor throwing the shade this week. Oh, and Dave Mustaine too.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody's throwing it. Well, I guess the orchestra a little bit too. They were throwing it at him.
They were.
Man, how shitty was that though? Anyway, Henno says playing cards in the bike spokes were freaking cool. Hashtag woo. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. He used 6 O's, so I'm just checking his accuracy.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, he's, like I said, good boy.
Yep. As we found on, out on the anti-Semitic show.
If it doesn't have 6 O's, it's not an official woo.
I just said anti-Semitic show. I meant anti-semantic
I tried to roll over. Oh, speaking of anti-semantic show,
I want to
shout out to Prado if he even listens to this, because apparently he became a dad today.
What? Oh, that's what was going on. Okay. I saw pictures of him in like a hospital. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I saw it on the Instagrams when my wife was like, oh my God, look at this. I'm like, huh? Holy shit. Prado's continuing the lineage of the gods.
Nice. Ah, boy.
So yeah, shout out to our man Prado, Staten Island Ninja, Jesus, or whatever.
Wow, that's a lot of names. You're right. Also, now he likes it when you call him Big Papa.
Nice.
So yeah, congrats to SI Jesus for sure.
Right.
So, all right. So over in the emails, we got one from Cheeto Vandito. God damn. What a fucking mess.
Oh, of the Vanditos.
Yeah, of the Vanditos.
I think they have oil money.
I think so too. Oh man. Cheeto DeVito. Just gonna bugger it up every time. He said what was cool when he was a kid. Smoking snitches and fucking bitches, of course.
That deserves a...
I agree. Oh, man. He said, but seriously, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Dukes of Hazzard, A-Team, The Fall Guy, Knight Rider, Atari, Nintendo, all that stuff. Which is,
Oh, Fall Guy. Good call.
Yeah, man. That's a good pull right there. And they said, hell, it's all still pretty damn cool. Oh,
also,
man. Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Wait, nice lead in on that, though. And then Fluffy Bunny Ash says, Pogs, Tamagotchis, Troll Dolls, Slap Bracelets. She's got like 100 here. So, headbands, Koosh Balls, Magic and Pokemon cards, Beanie Babies, Polly Pocket, Creepy Crawler's Oven, Teva Sandals. Yeah, that's true. The Pullover Starter Winter Jackets, also cool. Reebok Pumps, No Fear brand shirts, and one I'm not sure anyone will remember to mention, The Simpsons. When I was a kid, everyone talked about the Simpsons episode endlessly the next day. If you didn't see it, you weren't cool. That's totally true.
For sure.
Yeah. For sure. Yep. So, that's what we got because we're dopes. So
we are dopes. But I got one for this week. And this isn't limited to booze. preface this.
I do appreciate that lead in.
Yeah, thank you. It's what drink have you never tried but have always wanted to?
Oh, wow.
And like I said, not limited to booze.
You know, mine's probably gonna be booze, though. Maybe
mine is. I already got mine. If you want me to just spout it off.
Well, I'm just gonna go with this because I'm pretty sure what it is absinthe.
That's the one I want too.
Because I've heard so many people talk about how great it is. Our former enthusiast guest Kyle Duncan Graham has mentioned it various times, and I've just never really gone through with it, or never really wanted to. I guess enough. You know, but at the same time, I've always been curious.
Yep, same here, Brian. We're locked in. You know, we just did the Wonder Twins Power Activates. We're Hammer and Spike from Double Dragon. Whatever.
Nice.
We got this. We're on the same page there.
Yeah. Well, we're rugged dudes. Call back.
Right, we're rugged dudes.
Yeah.
So I guess that was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
So y'all sexy listeners out there, what drink have you wanted to always try and you just never have?
Show me what you got.
Boom.
Right.
Mic drop.
I mean, because like for me, the two that popped in my head were that one, and then honestly, like Pappy Van Winkle. You know?
Yeah, Pappy. Yeah, I think absinthe's probably more attainable.
Right. Because, well, also, I mean, in fairness, it's like I've had various whiskeys, you know, whereas I've never had any kind of absinthe, you know.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's why I kind of put it up higher and such. So
plus I have heard through, you know, various sources and stuff that the Pappy is like you're more paying for the label.
Yeah, oh sure. I don't
like there's equivalent boozes out there.
Right. And that's why I said it's one of those that like you just try it so that you can say you've tried it essentially. Absinthe from like I said, I've heard from various people that, you know, it's a whole other thing. You know, it's a different experience. So
right.
One of these days maybe. But it's also one of those things where I've heard that it's like you want to drink it with like other people. Like it's something that, you know, you want to get a few people and everyone try it so you can, you know, experience it together.
God damn it, Brian. Pizza Bob's and absinthe.
That's the natural pairing.
Absinthe Bob's or Pizza Synth. I don't know.
Pizza Synth. That sounds like my favorite band.
Right? Pizza Synth.
It's
like the electronic band.
Yeah.
They all dress up as pizza slices.
Yeah, exactly. Pizza themed
Terrible
outfits.
idea.
No, it's perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man. All right. Well, I guess that's it, right? We got nothing else, right?
Right.
All right. Well, let's start wrapping this up, I guess. As always, head to saltylanguage.com and you know, have a look at all the links and stuff that Tony puts on there for your amusement or his amusement, whatever. You know,
it is amusing. If
you're going to be using Amazon, please hit our website and then scroll to the bottom. There's a banner for Amazon. Click on that and it'll take you, you know, back to Amazon. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but they chip a little our way in the process.
Process.
Yep. Also on our site, you can see the networks we're part of, such as the Tangent Bound Network, headed by Mark, who was a recent enthusiast guest. Go check that episode out.
Indeed, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was. And let's see, we're on the Geek Life Radio podcast list, and I
almost forgot what I was supposed to do there.
Yeah.
Danger! Danger!
Entertainment.
I'm sitting here like, what is it, Brian?
What video?
What a fucking idiot.
I can't say anything because of the video thing, so we are on fire tonight.
Oh man.
You know what it is?
So on fire.
We did the business up front, then the Dick Thunder, and it's just shit show from there.
Yeah, exactly. Once that Dick Storm came in.
Oh man! So yeah, check out the other the networks that we're part of. You know, tell them Tony sent you. I don't. They won't do anything, but
yeah. Also, don't forget iTunes. 5-star ball wash.
Boom. Yeah.
Our pal Big Dev just put up a review for us. I should have had it ready so we could read it because it was
Excellent.
a lovely review.
It's excellent.
But it was 5-star ball wash.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And also, if you're using the iTunes, make sure you've subscribed. And if you're using other outlets, Stitcher or whatever app you happen to use to get our podcast, please like and or share so we get, maybe get some more visibility in the searches and such.
Yes, indeed.
And if you want to reach out to us, as we said at the top of the show, you can email us at saltylanguage@gmail.com.
You can also hit us up on our voicemail, which I'm going to start promoting every week.
Boom.
415-857-2589, or that's also 415-85-SALTY.
It is so salty.
Hit up the salty lines. That sounds terrible, actually.
It's really terrible, yeah.
We check there for Richard Simmons.
Maybe. He may be there. There.
Maybe.
If you want to, catch us. Jeez. Yeah, whatever. If you want to catch us on Twitter, salty_language.
Works.
I'm at Stunami.
I'm at Monotony. Monotony. You can also hit us up on the Snapchat at salty_language.
I'm at Ninjitsu.
And check out Salty Language Pod on YouTube because we have been putting content up. And actually, once I'm done recording here, I'm going to finish the next Sweet and Salty Language video.
Oh, shit.
So it'll be up for your viewing pleasure as you listen to this.
Hot and salty. I mean, sweet and salty.
Teaser, Canadian Smarties.
Teaser,
What?
you say? What? Nice. And let's see, what else? Is there anything else? Like ways to check us out, or I don't know. Make sure, like I said at the top of the show, go check out the link to Dell's fundraiser, for Dell's babies. No, but seriously, go help. Like I said, if you want, tweets of yours read on our show, that's available, or I'll read them and do a video or whatever, and, maybe I'll make voices and faces while I'm doing it too. You never know. Maybe Tony will guest star. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. So I guess until next time, have beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty.
And keep a tight mustache.
Tight stash. I was expecting some sort of Richard Thunder reference.
I know, that's why I went with tight mustache.
Fair enough. Threw me off.
I did.